YOLO amazing people of YouTube. So today I want to talk to you guys about ego death, right? Like, I'm sure this is a concept you guys have heard. This is a concept I first heard in a movie called Revolver, made by Guy Ritchie, right? And it's the first and only movie I can remember that at the end of the movie, the director or they explain what the movie is about. It's about the ego dying, right? And when I was watching the film, I understood a whole bunch of stuff, but I did not understand anything about the ego dying. Now, me personally, I have a really big ego, and rightfully so, honestly, because your ego is what gives you confidence. Your ego is what gives you pride and gives you all sorts of good things. My ego has saved my life, literally. My ego has kept me from doing certain things that I shouldn't have been doing, right? My ego has even humbled me, because with a healthy self-ego and a healthy confidence and a healthy all these things, you can humble yourself, right? You can put your ego to the side because you have a healthy ego. It's when you don't have a healthy ego is when people start having problems. So what I'm wondering is, this whole concept of the ego dying, why is this being spread out to the public? Why do they want you to kill your fucking ego? Your ego is you. Your ego is like this ancient thing that's developed with human beings to keep us fucking alive, right? Think about it. Even animals have ego. If you've ever owned cats and dogs, they have an ego. All right? It's like life has an ego. You can't kill it. To kill it is to kill yourself. Literally, to kill yourself. Because in my opinion, if you kill your ego, you become a stepping stool. You understand what I'm saying? Without an ego, you will become a stepping stool. Because an ego is not this emotional thing that people think it is. It's not emotional at all. It's about self-respect. It's about pretty much self-respect. I think covers it the best way fucking possible. Because when you really think about it, self-respect is not an emotional thing. Self-respect is a thing where you're like, you know what, I have certain ethics, I have certain values, I have certain morals, and you know what, I'm not gonna allow myself to do certain things. I'm gonna live by a certain code of ethics, right? Whether it be a religious one, whether it be a personal one, long as you have one, right? So to kill your ego is to say, I have no limits. Because my ego gets in the way of me from allowing myself to become a certain way. And some people might argue that's the point. How can you move to the next stage if your ego's in the way? Well, what's the next stage you're trying to go to, bro? Alright? You better fucking really draw that motherfucker out before you kill something as important as your fucking ego. Because I guarantee you, whatever you think you're gonna achieve, you're not. It's not gonna be fucking roses, alright? And these people that are like, oh, I had ego death, and it sounds cool. Nah, motherfucker, you had an epiphany. Alright? You had an epiphany. We all have epiphanies. That doesn't mean your ego died. Because if your ego died, you wouldn't have the necessity to wear clothes, nice clothes with brands on them. You understand? To drive certain cars, to comb your hair, to shave, all this stuff, right? Like, your ego kind of maintains you, maintains life. So, in my opinion, yeah, you can't really fucking kill that thing. And if you do, you become, you're not gonna become Buddha. You're gonna become the bum on the corner, but you're not gonna become Buddha. That's for sure. So, I don't know. That's my 2 cents on it. I'd love to hear your opinion. Solo, YOLO, BOLO. Peace.